to live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She pressing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, cause she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys at 1-8 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, They're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A short one here, caught by McBride. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson, options out left. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Wait. Easy. Where we go?
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Ready.
3rd and 19.
Wait, huh?
Jameis to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And fights through one man. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
To throw is Winston. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Quick throw to Olave. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try the right side with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Henry. Touchdown, Houston.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keon Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Winston. They set up the screen for Henry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This now a 3rd and 4. Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Winston. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Henry running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Drives the left side and finds Olave. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Winston now. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hey, 5 on the 50.
Again, it's Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Winston. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Easy. Flip.
Following the interception, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
You change it.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for a huge yardage on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Here's Winston. A check down here for Henry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now 2nd and 3. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive. And the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Wow, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Winston. He dumps it off for Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw is Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs. They have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time out, they had a good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, report. Ready.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Across midfield. Devontae Smith. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Fighting through. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Hey, stop. Wait. Follow. Wait, huh?
Off the play fake, Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down and 4. Winston. Open man, that's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Flip. Easy.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Wait.
Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Henry again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Texans 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give right side for Pacheco. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson options out left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd down and 3.
Ready.
Winston.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Ready.
Now Winston. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Puka Nacua, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38, Texans 28.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a short gain down to about the 33. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, this was a very close ball.